Dinar. Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar Alert. We have some major news coming directly from Iraq. The president has officially announced a new exchange rate for the Iraqi dinar. This is a massive development, one of the most significant monetary changes we've seen in years. And it's sending waves across both national and international markets. So, what does this actually mean for the future of the dinar, for everyday Iraqis, and for investors like you? Let's break it down. First, let's look at the background. Why did Iraq need to do this now? For a long time, the dinar's value has been tied to oil revenues, political instability, and intense pressure from the black market. There has been a huge gap between the official rate you get at a bank and the much higher rate on the street. This has caused a lot of problems, like rising prices for everyday goods, a shortage of US dollars, and a general lack of trust in the banking system. The Iraqi people have been frustrated, and the government knew it had to act. This announcement is their direct response, says. In his speech, the president confirmed a new government-approved exchange rate. The core message is one of stability. Iraq is entering a new era of monetary reform, with the full support of its central bank and international partners. The main goals are to shrink that gap between the official and black market rates, stop currency manipulation, stabilize prices for essential goods, and rebuild public trust in the financial system. It's all part of a larger strategy to modernize Iraq's economy and reduce its heavy reliance on the US dollar. So, why was this absolutely necessary? Let's get specific. The black market pressure was out of control. When the street rate is so different from the official rate, it encourages speculation and drives up inflation. By adjusting the official rate, the government is trying to bring it closer to reality. At the same time, Iraq has been facing a dollar shortage, partly due to sanctions and regional issues, which has made it hard for businesses to import goods. New, more realistic rates should ease some of that pressure on dollar demand. And most importantly, this is about price stability. When the cost of food, medicine, and electronics goes up, people feel it immediately. This move is designed to protect the purchasing power of Iraqi families. How does this affect the average citizen? The biggest impact will be on the cost of living. Stronger, more stable dinar means lower prices for imported goods, making everyday life more affordable. It also aims to rebuild trust in the banking system. The government wants people to deposit their money in banks and use electronic payments instead of hoarding cash or relying on exchange shops. A predictable exchange rate makes banking a much safer and more attractive option. For government employees whose salaries are fixed, a stable currency protects the value of their income. Now, what about investors? This announcement is a huge signal. A predictable exchange rate reduces risk and boosts confidence for both local businesses and foreign companies looking to operate in Iraq. Many people have been watching the dinar, speculating on a potential revaluation. A sudden massive jump is still unlikely. This move towards stability is exactly what serious long-term investors want to see. A stable currency makes Iraq a more attractive destination for everything from construction and energy projects to real estate and tech. Looking at the bigger picture, this is a crucial step toward a stronger, more respected Iraqi dinar. It's part of a broader strategy that includes building up foreign reserves, expanding digital payments, and cracking down on the shadow economy. Iraq is also actively working to use other currencies in trade, especially with neighbors like Turkey and China, to reduce its dependence on the US dollar. This won't happen overnight. The country still faces major challenges, including political tensions, corruption, and an economy that relies too heavily on oil. However, this exchange rate adjustment is a powerful and necessary foundation. In conclusion, the president's announcement is a turning point. It shows a clear commitment to controlling inflation, stabilizing the currency, and modernizing the entire financial system. It's a sign of renewed momentum and a step toward a more prosperous future for Iraq. We'll be tracking this story as it develops, so make sure you're subscribed for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching.